go with the national anthem.
Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Durward Vaughn Memorial Gymnasium, where the Livingston Academy basketball teams tonight will have their home opener for this 2022-2023 season. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events for this matchup between Creekwood and Livingston Academy. The Red Hawks out of Charlotte, Tennessee, about 35 miles west of Nashville, in Dixon County is where Charlotte is located. So, pretty good trip from here to there as the Creekwood Lady Redhawks get ready to have their starters introduced. They are coached by Russell Wilson. Before that, though, they're recognizing Coach Riddle for her 500th win, which she got
basketball coach. Players will now present the flag to commemorate this. Congratulations, Coach Riddle.
Coach Riddle got that win in the region tournament last year. Going to 500, ended up with 501 coming into this season. Now with the 5 wins here, 506 wins for Coach Riddle as the head coach here at Livingston Academy. The most wins for a Lady Wildcat head coach. Creekwood, coached by Russell Wilson. They are dressed in the black with the red numbers. They'll start number 10, Brianna Burgess. Also number 11, Kendall Bright, gained the start. Also number 21, rather number 31, that is Laura Nichols, gained the start. Number 22, Sadie Parker, and number 34, Alicia Nesbitt, the starting 5 for Creekwood. And Coach Russell Wilson coming in at 6-0. They finished in the Final Four a year ago in AAA basketball, losing to Upperman in the semifinals of the state tournament as Upperman got the win by 3 down in Murfreesboro. Now for Livingston Academy, coached by Leslie Riddle, Billy Sales, Abby Jolly, and Elizabeth Maxwell. They are 5-1 on the season. They'll start number 11, Hallie Ledbetter, number 12, Aaliyah Melton, number 14, Keely Mullins, number 22, Mally Jean Coleman, and number 24, Ellie Butler, the starting 5 for the Lady Wildcats of Livingston Academy. Coach Riddle reaching that 500-point milestone last season. Aaliyah Melton has become the latest member of the 1,000-point club. She did that over in Knoxville in the tournament that the Lady Wildcats played in over the Thanksgiving break. So congratulations to Aaliyah, going over 1,000 points as a Lady Wildcat. Livingston dressed in the home white, the blue numbers, the gold trim for the Lady Wildcats. As we get ready to get this one underway here tonight, it'll be Nesbitt to jump against Melton as the lead official steps in. Ball is in the air. Tap going to be controlled by Livingston. Coleman in the front court to Butler. Butler back to Coleman. Now to Melton. Melton to Mullins. Mullins now to Coleman against the Creekwood man-to-man. Mally Jean will drive on the way to the rim. A foul going to be called on Creekwood, and it will go on number 34 picking it up. No, it's number 32, Abby Baker, picking up her first. That was 32 instead of 22. Free throw by Coleman is good. Mally Jean with the first point of the night for either team. Puts the Lady Wildcats on the board with 7:49 to play in the first quarter. Coleman to shoot a second here for Livingston. This one's on the way and good again. Coleman makes them both, and Livingston jumps in front 2-0. So instead of 22, it's 32. Abby Baker getting the start. In the front court with it is Burgess. Burgess right side now to Nichols. Back to Burgess. Livingston 2-3 now for the Lady Wildcats with that big back line of Butler, Melton, and Ledbetter. Then Mullins playing on the wing here at 6 foot also. So that defensive lineup for Livingston, pretty good size. They may be boxing one. Lady Redhawks with it, controlling Burgess. Burgess on the right wing. Burgess trying to go high post. Pass knocked away by Coleman, stolen away by Melton. Melton back to Coleman. Long pass to Mullins on the left side to Ledbetter. Back to Coleman. Coleman dribbling between the circles. Now works her way to the Wildcat logo there at half court to set the offense against the Creekwood man-to-man as they'll flatten out 1-4. Butler steps around the Ledbetter screen. Butler picks up the dribble up top to Melton. Left side Coleman around the Melton screen. Coleman wanted the pick and roll. Good job by Nesbitt taking away. Right side to Mullins. Mullins now to Melton. Melton on the left wing. Aaliyah will drive. Gets inside. Fall away on the left side. Banking no good. Rebound taken away by Nesbitt for Creekwood. Nesbitt in the front court on the dribble. Nesbitt will drive. Drops it off. Good look inside for the layup, which is good by Abby Baker. Baker has the first 2 of the night for Creekwood. They tied up at 2 apiece. Butler driving the other way. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebound pulled away by Bryant. Bryant quickly in the front court, running on the near side to Nichols. They'll take the jumper on this side. The rebound down low by Bryant. The follow is no good. A rebound here by Burgess. Burgess backs it out to Nesbitt. Nesbitt now up top to Nichols. Left side short corner jumper is good by Abby Baker. 4 straight by Creekwood, and they move in front 4-2. Melton up top for Livingston. Melton right side now to Butler. To Ledbetter. Touch pass Mullins. Mullins picks up the dribble. Goes back to Butler. Butler now to Coleman at the half-court circle. Coleman to set the offense for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman dribbling up top. Goes right side now to Butler. Butler looking inside. They're fronting Ledbetter. Melton tries to make the entry pass. It's knocked away, but knocked out of bounds, going off the hands of Nichols. Touch last by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston Academy. 5:23 to play first quarter. Creekwood leading 4-2. Coleman goes inbounds up top to Ledbetter. Ledbetter back to Coleman now to set the offense. Coleman there at the half-court circle. Works it with the left-hand dribble. Coleman to Melton on the pick and pop. Right wing 3 by Aaliyah is good. Aaliyah Melton knocks down the triple on that little slip to the outside. The first three for either team, and Livingston moves in front by one. Here's a three to answer by Creekwood. It's no good. Rebound taken away by Ledbetter, and she's going to be fouled by Baker. Baker will pick up her second. Team second here in the first half. So Baker quickly going to sit down. They'll get number 12, Coralie Grove, into the ball game to replace Baker. 2 quick fouls for the only player that's scored for Creekwood so far. Coleman on the right wing. Coleman dribbles back up top with the left hand. Coleman now crosses the right hand, works around the Melton screen. Coleman kicks it left corner, Mullins. Keeley spotted for 3. That one's bouncing, no good. Ledbetter with an offensive rebound. Halley dribbles out for the Lady Wildcats. Hands off to Coleman. Coleman working there at the half-court stripe. Coleman, they set up that double screen up top. Coleman now to Melton. Melton, pull-up jumper inside's good, and she is fouled. Aaliyah hit a 3. Now she's got a chance at an old-fashioned 3 as she banks that one home and draws the foul on Brianna Burgess. Burgess picking up her first, team's third, and Melton will go to the line to shoot 1, trying to complete an old-fashioned 3-point play. Free throw by Aaliyah is good. 6 in a row by Aaliyah Melton, and Livingston back in front by 4 now, 8-4, their biggest lead. Pressure by the Lady Wildcats. Burgess now to Nichols. Nichols quickly in the front court. Goes left baseline. That can't get the jumper away as dribbling it out was Grove. Left side 3 ball in the air is good by Brianna Burgess. Burgess knocks down a triple. First 3 by Creekwood, and they cut the lead to 1 at 8-7. Melton will drive. Gets inside. Jumper down low, no good. Rebound Ledbetter back up and in. Hallie Ledbetter going to work on the offensive glass tonight. She's got the offensive rebound there and the putback for her first 2 as we're halfway through the first quarter with Livingston leading 10-7 here at Livingston Academy. Burgess on the left side. Now to Nichols. Nichols back to Burgess. Burgess deep in 3-point range. Now to Bryant. Bryant right wing, they'll go to Nichols. Nichols, one dribble with the left hand, picks it up. Now back up top to Bryant. Now to Burgess. Burgess, she'll take a deep 3 out top. That one's rolling, no good. Ledbetter taps the rebound, but there to get to it's going to be Grove. Grove left side for the 2-point jumper, which is no good. Rebound Nichols, her follows back up and good. Laura Nichols knocks down the 2. That rebound on the Bryant miss, and the jumper by Nichols cuts the lead back to 1 at 10-9. Butler now to Coleman. Coleman between the circles. Creekwood going a little 2-3 half-court trap. Coleman's picked it up. Left side, Mullins. Mullins now will dribble on this left side. Mullins will cross to the left hand. In the corner, Ledbetter. Ledbetter over the top of the double team to Coleman. Mally Jean for 3. That one rims no good. Rebound Mullins back up and in. Nobody put a body on Keely Mullins. Mullins just free rein to the basketball, able to get to it, lay it up and in for her first 2, and Livingston back out by 3 at 12-9. The front court with it is Nesbitt. Nesbitt now to Burgess. Burgess, patient offense right now by Creekwood as Nichols with it. Nichols back to Burgess. Burgess in the corner now to Bryant. Bryant has her pass knocked away, and it goes off of Burgess. Good defense right there by Mally Jean Coleman, forcing that turnover for the Lady Wildcats, and Melton will play the ball in for Livingston. Melton goes inbounds to Coleman to bring it front court. Coleman, right side to Butler. Now Melton's pass going to be knocked away and stolen by Burgess. Burgess behind the back, might have got away with the walk. Right baseline, Nesbitt. She'll take the jumper from 18 and knock it down. Little mid-range jumper there by Alicia Nesbitt for her first 2. Cuts the lead back to 1 at 12-11. Coleman dribbling through traffic. Gets inside, and she's going to be held. No, it's going to be a jump ball as Nichols reaches in to tie Mally Jean Coleman, and the arrow is going to give it to Creekwood with the Lady Redhawks a chance to move in front on this trip, as bringing it front court is going to be Bryant. Bryant left side now to Nichols. Nichols to Nesbitt. Nesbitt way out in 3-point range, back to Nichols. They love this 5-out offense with motion everywhere by Creekwood. Left side they go to Burgess. In the corner, Nesbitt. Nesbitt dribbling there with the right hand. Nesbitt picks up the dribble. Needs help. 5-second count going. Mullins knocked it away, but Keeley knocked it out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. It will stay with Creekwood. Nesbitt stepping out to throw in. Goes inbound Nichols. Nichols trapped there at half court. Now to Nesbitt. Deep three on the left side is bouncing no good. Melton will tap the rebound, but taps it out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to stay with Creekwood as Nichols will step out to throw in with 1:12 to play in the first quarter in a 12-11 Livingston lead. Nichols lob to Burgess, knocked away by Coleman. It's loose. Nichols will get to it, and she's blocked by Melton. Aaliyah Melton recovering after Mally Jean. Coleman knocked the basketball loose. Creekwood thought they had a wide open look, but Melton recovered to block the shot. Nesbitt to throw in on the baseline. Long pass will get to Nichols out near half court. Nichols dribbling there, will dribble into the backcourt. Nichols trying to go behind the back, can't do so, as Coleman again harassing the guards of Creekwood, forces the turnover, and Melton will play the ball in to Coleman. Coleman now to bring it front court on the dribble. Coleman against that half-court trap, over the top of it to Mullins as we move inside a minute to play in the first quarter. Butler. Pass deflected, knocked out of bounds by Burgess. Touch last by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston Academy. Lady Wildcats to play it in right at the end of the Creekwood bench as Butler steps out to throw in to Coleman. Coleman. Long pass to Ledbetter. Quickly to Butler. Left corner three by Ellie. That's good. Butler knocks down her first bucket. It's a triple, and the Lady Wildcats have made two now, and they extend the lead back to 4 at 15-11. Creekwood may hold for the last shot of this first quarter as Burgess dribbles there at the half-court circle. Burgess working the basketball there against this Livingston Academy matchup defense. Right corner Nesbitt. Nesbitt now to Nichols with 20 seconds. To Burgess. Right corner three in the air is bouncing no good. Butler has the rebound knocked away. It's loose inside. Butler will try to get to it. Can't do so. It will stay with Creekwood. Creekwood will play it in on the inline with Nesbitt stepping out to throw in. Before she does, though, Abby Baker going to check back in. She'll replace Coralie Grove. Baker coming back with the 2 fouls. No, that's not Baker. That's 5 checking in. Three-pointer on this near side, bouncing no good. Rebound Mullins with 7 seconds. Mullins takes a look at the clock. Keeley in the front court. Now to Coleman. Coleman on the left side. She'll get this one away. That's got a chance, but it's no good. Number 5 for Creekwood is Hannah Guthrie that came in, and we're through 1 quarter of play. After 1 complete, it's Livingston Academy 15, Creekwood 11. Into the first quarter, it is Livingston leading Creekwood 15-11. Let's take a moment here to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascott Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet. Some of our sponsors, we've got more to thank as the game goes along. Livingston with possession to start the second quarter as Coleman will go free throw line to Ledbetter. Right wing Butler, 3-ball, bang! Ellie Butler has her second triple. She's got 6. Livingston has their biggest lead at 7. It's 18-11 Lady Wildcats. The front court with it, Bryant, now to Nichols. Back to Bryant, right back to Nichols. Now to Burgess at the half-court circle. Burgess dribbling the ball up top. Will step around the screen by Nesbitt. Goes to Nichols. Nichols in the corner. Nichols dribbles out with the left hand. Nichols right side, Burgess. Burgess. Livingston thought about a double team. Nesbitt right corner threes off the side of the board. No good. Rebound to Ledbetter. Ledbetter now to Coleman. Long pass to Butler running. Butler all the way to the rim. Layup good. Ellie Butler. Butler just beating everyone down the floor. Coleman with that one-handed baseball pass hitting her on the dead run. And Butler lays it up and in for her 8th point. Nesbitt in the front court. Now to Burgess. Burgess, little alley-oop. They'll make the catch inside with Nichols. Nichols to Bryant. Now to Burgess. Her right wing three rims out. Rebound tapped by Creekwood, and it'll go out of bounds off of Coralie Grove. Just a fingertip on that basketball by Ellie Butler caused that one to go to Livingston Academy, or Grove would have pulled that rebound. But Butler right there to tap it and then force it off the hands of Creekwood, and Livingston gets possession. Melton inbounds to Coleman. Coleman now to bring it front court. That left wrist heavily taped, that thumb dislocated in practice earlier this year. Mullins up top to Coleman. Coleman back to Mullins. Mullins in the corner, Ledbetter. Ledbetter inside Melton. Fall away on the left side. Banking good, Aaliyah Melton. Oh, that's tough. 2 in the quarter, 8 in the game for Aaliyah. And Livingston has doubled the score at 22-11. Nichols in the front court. Nichols up top to Bryant. Bryant right side they go to Grove. Grove back to Bryant. Bryant now to Burgess. Burgess at the half-court circle. They'll lob it to Nichols in the right corner. Her three ball in the air is good. Laura Nichols knocks down her first three. She's got 5. That's good ball movement by Creekwood to find her open for the long three. Melton on the right side. Now to Butler. Butler in three-point range for the Lady Wildcats. Goes to Mullins. Mullins back to Butler. Butler now to Coleman at the half-court circle. Coleman calling the offensive set. Creekwood is matched up man-to-man. Coleman left side to Mullins. Mullins now to Ledbetter up top. Ledbetter to Coleman as they spread the floor. A little 5-out motion offense by Livingston. Melton left side to Ledbetter. Ledbetter holding the basketball. Now to Coleman to reset. 5.5 to play first half. Livingston leading 22-14. Coleman hands off to Mullins. Mullins now to Butler. Butler out top, 3 is no good. Rebound taken away by Bryant for Creekwood. Bryant up the right side to Nichols. Her 3 in transition is bouncing, no good. Rebound tapped around and knocked out of bounds by Livingston. Touched last by the Lady Wildcats. Basketball going to go to Creekwood as Livingston going to sub for the first time. Aaliyah Melton going to sit down. Coming to replace her will be number 20. That is Chloe Jenkins checking in for the Lady Wildcats as the inbounds goes to Nichols. Pass deflected by Butler as they try to go to Burgess on the far side, but Butler anticipating well to knock away that Baker pass, who's back in there with the 2 fouls. Nesbitt to play the ball in. Nesbitt goes back court to Bryant. Bryant, long pass ahead. We'll get to Nichols. Nichols will drive, drops it off to Baker. Didn't catch it cleanly. Baker will recover. Her jumper's no good. Rebound to Ledbetter. Ledbetter now to Coleman. Coleman quickly in the front court, top of the key. Coleman inside, tried to hit Jenkins, but the pass just never came off the floor for Mally Jean that time, and the turnover going to give the basketball back to Creekwood as Tessa Hargis will check in for the first time. They'll say Creekwood deflected it. I thought that changed direction at one time as Hargis going to come in replacing Keely Mullins. Coleman to throw in. Coleman to Butler in the left corner. Butler dribbling with the right hand, works her way inside, and as she goes, push going to be called on Brianna Burgess, and she's picked up 2. Burgess has her second, team foul number 4 against Creekwood here in the first half. Livingston hasn't been called for a foul, and Creekwood wants a 30-second timeout. 4:44 to play first half. Livingston 22, Creekwood 14. Let's take a moment again to thank our sponsors here on Overton Events, W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family. In this second quarter, Livingston's outscored Creekwood 8-3. The Lady Wildcats have had as big as an 11-point lead. Creekwood is led by as many as 4 in the game, as Coleman will throw it into Ledbetter on the right block. Ledbetter kicks it out to Hargis. Left wing 3 by Tessa. I think Baker got a piece of that, and the rebound taken away by Ledbetter. To Coleman, back to Ledbetter, short corner. To Butler, cutting to the rim. Layup good, Ellie Butler. Butler movement without the basketball. Goes into double figures. She's got 10, and the Lady Wildcats back out by 10, 24-14. The front court with it is Burgess. Burgess in the lane. Nesbitt breaking to the rim. Her jumper no good. Rebound to Ledbetter. Ledbetter to Coleman to Butler running. Butler going to take it right in the lane. Butler falling down will try to save it, but Baker will get there. Baker now to Burgess, to Nichols running. Nichols will save it from getting out of bounds. No, she won't. She stepped on the end line. Turnover by Creekwood. Going to give it back to Livingston Academy as Butler going to sit down. Mullins will come in replacing her. Inbounds goes to Coleman. Coleman now will bring it across the timeline to the Lady Wildcats. Coleman working at the half-court circle. Dribbles to the left side to set the offense. Mally Jean will step around the Ledbetter screen up top. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins inside Ledbetter. Hallie finds herself open underneath. Layup good. Hallie Ledbetter. Ledbetter 2 in the quarter, 4 in the game. Livingston out by 12, 26-14. A steal by Jenkins. Coleman looking to run. Mally Jean to the rim. Layup good. Oh, baby. Mally Jean spinning it out from under the rim. Lays it up and in for her first field goal. She's got 4. Livingston out by 14 now. Baker on the left side. In the lane, Burgess. Burgess fall away, rejected by Ledbetter. But Creekwood will keep possession. Nichols now to Burgess. Burgess between the circles. Working right side. Now high post Nesbitt at the free throw line to Baker left side. Jenkins got a piece of that. And the rebound goes to Ledbetter. Coleman wanting to run. Coleman top of the key for Livingston. 3 minutes to play first half with the Lady Wildcats leading 28-14. Ledbetter now to Coleman. Coleman backs it back out with the left-hand dribble. Coleman now will set the offense for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman dribbles in the paint all the way to the rim. Driving layup, no good. Rebound going to be tied up inside as Baker and Jenkins will tie it up. And the arrow is going to give it to Creekwood. Jenkins, Ledbetter, and Coleman going to sit down. Coming back in for Livingston, number 10, Emma Poston will check in for the first time. Butler and Melton will return. Burgess in the front court. Burgess all the way to the rim. Driving layup, no good. Good defense there by Mullins back in there, but the loose ball on the floor going to be tied up by Melton and Burgess, and the arrow this time will give it to Livingston Academy. Melton inbounds to Poston. Poston now to bring it front court for Livingston, working the ball across the timeline. Poston at the half-court circle will call the offensive set. Poston works it right wing, tried to hit Mullins, knocked away by Nesbitt and out of bounds. Touched last by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston Academy. Butler to throw in for the Lady Wildcats. Butler to Mullins. Mullins looks inside, can't make the entry. Now to Poston. Poston will call the offensive set for Livingston. Poston dribbling with the left hand. 5-second count's going. She's got to hurry. Poston will turn it over. 5-second count forced by Nesbitt as she just locked her down up top, and the turnover by Livingston will give it back to Creekwood. Baker plays the ball into Burgess. Burgess now at the half-court circle will set the offense. Burgess working there for the Lady Redhawks. Dressed in the road black, the red numbers, the white trim. Handoff goes to Nichols. Nichols picks up the dribble to Burgess on the backdoor cut. Her jumper in the lane short, no good. Rebound Melton. Melton now to Butler. Butler putting the pressure on the defense. Floater in the lane, banking, no good. Rebound Nesbitt. Nesbitt now to bring it front court for Creekwood. Nesbitt in the lane to Bryant. Bryant cut off in there by Hargis. Up top, Nichols. The left-handed three is good. Laura Nichols has her second three. She leads Creekwood in scoring with 8. The front court with it is Poston. Now to Melton. Melton cut off, ball knocked away. It's loose. Butler will get to it. Then Butler has it knocked away by Burgess. Loose inside, and a jump ball going to be called. And the arrow will give it to Creekwood. Creekwood will play it in as we approach a minute to play in the first half. Nichols brings it front court to Nesbitt on the left side. Nesbitt up top now to Bryant to Nichols. Nichols trying to get the ball to Burgess. Boy, Mullins is just all over Brianna Burgess. Quick crossover by Nichols. Jumper in the lane is good. Laura Nichols. Nichols 8 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Creekwood's cut it down to 8 at 28-20 with 35 seconds to play in the first half. Poston in the front court on the left side. Poston picks up the dribble now to Hargis. Hargis will drive, gets inside, jumper blocked away. Long rebound kicks out to Melton, and Melton's going to be fouled by Nichols. Foul on Laura Nichols will be her first, only team foul number 5 against Creekwood. I don't want to talk about it, but Livingston hasn't committed a foul yet in the game. Poston to throw in. Plays it, free throw line, Melton. Melton will drive around Nichols. Jumper in the lane's no good. And there you go. Just as I talk about it, Aaliyah Melton will pick up the first foul of the game against Livingston. First foul against the Lady Wildcats called with 22 seconds to play in the first half. Nichols to play the ball in as Coleman going to come in replacing Poston. 28-20 here at Livingston Academy as Nesbitt will bring it front court. Nesbitt right side to Nichols. Nichols back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt picks up the dribble now to Burgess. Coleman back in there for Poston. Lob backdoor through the hands of Nichols. Nichols, though, will get to it. Nichols now to Nesbitt. Dangerous pass stolen by Mullins. Mullins to the rim. Driving layup at the buzzer is good. Keely Mullins. Mullins gets the steal and the finish at the buzzer. And the Lady Wildcats go into the half, but with a double-digit lead, 30-20 over Creekwood. Let's, as we go to the half, take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascott Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet. The half, it is Livingston 30, Creekwood 20. We'll take this break. We'll come back. We'll have the second half from here in Livingston in just a moment. Halftime here at Livingston Academy with the Lady Wildcats of Livingston leading Creekwood by 10 at the half, 30-20. Check the scoring in the first half for Livingston as they're being led by Ellie Butler. 10 points in the first half for Butler, including 2 3-point field goals. 8 points at halftime for Aaliyah Melton. She's made 1 3, was 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 4 points in the first half for Hallie Ledbetter. 4 points at halftime for Mally Jean Coleman. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And 4 points in the first half for Keely Mullins to give Livingston their total of 30. Creekwood being led by Laura Nichols. 10 points in the first half for Nichols, including 2 3-point field goals. 4 points at halftime for Abby Baker. 3 points in the first half for Brianna Burgess on their only 3-point field goal of the first half. Now they have made 3 threes as Burgess has 1 and Nichols has 2. 2 points in the first half for Alicia Nesbitt to give them their total of 20 at the half. Creekwood has not shot a free throw. They have made 3 3-point field goals. Livingston is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats have made 3 3-point field goals as well. And Livingston leads it 30-19 as they change it to 19. And that's correct. 10 plus 4 is 14, plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 19. So all of a sudden, it's an 11-point lead for Livingston, 30-19. As Butler to play the ball in to Coleman. Livingston with possession to start the second half as Mally Jean will bring it front court. Coleman works it left side to Mullins. Mullins up top, Ledbetter. Ledbetter right wing, Coleman. Coleman dribbling with the left hand. Works it on the skip pass to Mullins. Mullins back out to Coleman at the half court circle. Coleman high post now to Melton. Melton back to Coleman. Coleman dribbling there for Livingston Academy. Coleman will skip it now to Ledbetter. Hallie's open for 3. That one's bouncing off the support that holds the backboard up, and it's out of bounds, and the basketball will go to Creekwood. Creekwood's had a couple of players have some pretty big milestones this season. Laura Nichols went over 1,000 points for the Lady Redhawks, and Brianna Burgess has committed to play basketball next season at Trevecca for Creekwood. So a couple of good scores there as Nesbitt will drive. Her jumper's no good. Butler will take away the rebound for Livingston. Butler now to Coleman. Coleman in the front court to Mullins on the left side. Back to Coleman. Now Ledbetter with it. Now Butler on the right wing. Butler up top now to Coleman at the half-court circle. Coleman, quick move around Nesbitt. Coleman gets inside. Can't get to the rim, though, as they double team. Back up top, Butler. Butler has it knocked away. Nichols will lose it, but right to Bryant. Bryant quickly in the front court for Creekwood. Bryant up top, Nichols. 3-ball in transition is good. Laura Nichols. Nichols knocks down her third 3. She's got 13 and cuts the lead down to 8, 30-22. Ledbetter inside Melton. Quick move around Burgess. Layup down low. Good. Aaliyah Melton. Melton into double figures. She's got 10. A little up and under move. You don't see it much anymore, but Melton ran it to perfection. Burgess to the rim. Blocked away by Melton. Melton will swat it away for the Lady Wildcats. Butler with the outlet pass to Coleman. To Melton. Fakes the 3. Aaliyah will drive. Gets inside. Ball knocked away and taken away by Nichols. Nichols now will bring it front court. Long lead pass to Nesbitt. Nesbitt going to be fouled by Ledbetter. Hallie Ledbetter will pick up her first. First foul in the second half against Livingston will put Alicia Nesbitt on the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw attempts of the game for Creekwood, coming at the 5:57 mark of the third quarter. Nesbitt free throws on the way and no good. 32-22 here in the third quarter. Nesbitt to shoot a second free throw. Dribbling the basketball there, puts this one on the way. That one's no good. Ledbetter will tap the rebound, but Burgess will be the one that taps it out of bounds. Touch last by Creekwood. Basketball going to go to Livingston Academy. Melton plays it into Coleman to bring it front court. Coleman right side to Butler. Back to Coleman. Melton up top. Left wing they go to Mullins. Mullins inside Ledbetter. Quick turnaround jumper. Good. Hallie Ledbetter. Hallie Ledbetter, that spin move from 10 feet out on the left side, knocks down her 6th point of the game and puts Livingston back out by 12, 34-22. Nichols left side, Nesbitt. Nesbitt in the lane, Burgess. Burgess underneath Baker's open at the rim. Layup good. Good ball movement that time by Creekwood. Baker got wide open at the rim after the rotation, and she knocks down her 6th point. Melton in the front court. Melton now to Butler. Butler up top now to Ledbetter. Ledbetter will swing it left side to Coleman. Coleman works it with the right-hand dribble around the Melton screen. Coleman to Ledbetter. Hallie spotted for 3. Yes, sir! Hallie Ledbetter knocks down the triple. She's got 9. Lady Wildcats have their biggest lead at 13, 37-24. Nesbitt going to drive, cut off, ball came loose. Melton knocked it away, and Coleman will steal it. Coleman to Mullins running left side. Mullins backs it out to Ledbetter. Ledbetter now to Coleman. Coleman will drive. Coleman left side Mullins. Keeley for 3. That one's no good. Ledbetter with another rebound for Livingston, but Nesbitt took it away. Nesbitt now will bring it front court on the dribble to Baker running the floor. In the corner to Nichols, and it's knocked away and stolen by Coleman. Nichols able to play it off of, Coleman able to play it off of Nichols to force that turnover. Jenkins going to come in replacing Melton for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman brings it front court. They pick her up at the half-court line with the 2-2-1 trap, and Nichols will get the steal. Nichols now to Burgess. It's 2-on-1, 3-on-1. They throw it behind Nesbitt, but she'll get to it to save it. Nesbitt right side Bryant. Bryant back to Nesbitt. Her top of the key 3 from range is no good. Ledbetter will tap the rebound. There to get to it is going to be Baker, and she's going to be fouled by Jenkins. Foul will go on Chloe Jenkins. She'll pick up her first, team's second. But again, free throws for Baker, but before they do, Livingston's going to take a timeout. Take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Corticello Italian Restaurant, and W&O Construction. Go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you wish to. We'd love to have everyone go to our page, subscribe, help us grow the channel as we continue to bring you these events here in Overton County. The Bantam Tournament coming up tomorrow. That's on December the 3rd. Beginning at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Free throw by Baker. Rims out. Have to work tomorrow, so I won't be there. It'll be Hallie Ledbetter, Alexis Phipps, and Zach Lewis doing the play-by-play tomorrow. We've got 10 games for you, so had to get more than one to do those games. Baker's second one is good. She missed the first one, knocks down the second. She's got 3 in the quarter, 7 in the game as Coleman as it go off the leg of Burgess and out of bounds. Touched last by Creekwood. Livingston will play it in right in front of the Lady Wildcats cheerleaders as Butler will play it backcourt to Coleman. Coleman now to go left side to Mullins. High post Ledbetter back to Coleman. Coleman will drive. Mally Jean has it knocked away. Ball is loose. And a reach going to be called on Coleman. Coleman trying to take it away from Baker will pick up her first foul. Team's third here in the second half. So we're halfway through the third quarter. Livingston committed only 1 foul in the first half. The Lady Wildcats already called for 3 here in the second half. Creekwood committed 5 in the first half. There's a steal by Butler. Butler trying to get control of it. Finally she will. Then her bounce pass going to be knocked away by Nesbitt. Nesbitt will finally get control. There's a deflection by Ledbetter, but she can't control it as it will go out of bounds off Livingston. Starting to say that Creekwood called for 5 fouls in the first half. They haven't been called for a foul here in the second half. Inbounds goes to Burgess. Burgess top of the key. Works her way to the elbow. Dribbles back out. Now we'll cross over. Burgess picks up the dribble. Left side Bryant. Bryant will get inside. Now to Baker. Baker dribbles up top with the left hand. Left side Nichols. Nichols right elbow pull-up jump shot by the left-hander is bouncing no good. Bryant with an offensive rebound. Second chance for Creekwood. Nesbitt with it on the right wing. Nesbitt will dribble to the elbow, has it knocked away by Coleman, stolen by Coleman. Mally Jean dribbling through traffic, works her way to the baseline. Coleman gets underneath, dribbles through, finds Jenkins on the wing. Jenkins inside Butler. Butler double team, forces up a jumper, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Creekwood. Touch last by the Lady Redhawks. It will go to Livingston. It will go to Livingston as Ledbetter going to leave. Melton will come in replacing her. Coleman stepping out to throw in for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman lob in the lane to Melton. Melton one dribble, fall away in front, no good. Rebound tapped by Mullins, then Coleman will tap it, but it's out of bounds. Touch last by the Lady Wildcats. Basketball going to go to Creekwood as they'll play it in the backcourt with 2:35 to play in the third, and Livingston leading 37-25. They've outscored them a point here in this quarter to take a 12-point lead. Bryant have the Lady Wildcats. Now to Nesbitt. Nesbitt. Left side Nichols. Nichols on the backdoor cut by Nesbitt. She'll save it to Bryant. Bryant now out top Burgess. Burgess in the lane. Her jumper banking no good. Rebound tapped off the hands of Creekwood. It's going to Livingston Academy. They look at each other, do the officials, and it will go to the Lady Wildcats. Melton to throw in. Goes inbounds to Butler against 2-2-1 pressure by Creekwood. Coleman quickly in the front court off the Mullins pass. Now to Melton up top. Melton right side Butler. Butler will skip it now to Coleman. Coleman left wing Mullins. Inside Melton. Quick turnaround by Aaliyah's no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Butler. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to go to Creekwood. They'll play it in on the inline as the inbounds will go to Nichols. Right back to Burgess. Burgess top of the key. There, a little back cut by Nichols. Her layup's no good, but she's fouled by Butler. Butler will pick up her first, team's fourth. This will put Laura Nichols on the free throw line for the first time, shooting 2 here for Creekwood. Livingston's committed 4 fouls in the second half. 3 of those have been shooting fouls. Free throw by Nichols is good. Nichols 4 in the quarter. She's got 14 in the game. Ledbetter returns. Tessa Hargis returns. Jenkins and Mullins will sit down. Nichols to shoot a second free throw, trying to make this a 10-point game. Free throw's on the way and good. Nichols having a good game. 5 in the quarter, 15 in the game. Coleman now to Hargis. Hargis to Ledbetter. Back to Coleman. Coleman still in the backcourt, now breaks the timeline. Coleman dribbling through traffic. Coleman drops it off to Butler. Right side layup, no good. Butler gets her own rebound, back up and in. Ellie Butler didn't give up on it. Sticking with it for the offensive rebound, lays it up and in for her 12th point. Nichols in the front court, deep 3 on the right wing, no good. Coleman will chase down the rebound in the corner. Long lead to Butler, hit her on the run. Butler driving layup, no good. Rebound tapped by Hargis. Butler and Burgess going to tie it up, and the arrow will give it to Creekwood. Creekwood will play it in on the inline with 1:10 to play in the third quarter, with Nichols stepping out to throw in. Nichols will play it in to Burgess to bring it front court. Burgess now will work the ball against the Livingston matchup zone. Burgess pass stolen by Melton, stepped right in front of Baker. Coleman lead pass to Butler. Butler will save it as she dives out of bounds, but it goes out of bounds. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it back to Creekwood as Mullins going to come in replacing Butler. Get her a little rest here with 55 seconds to play in the third quarter, as Nichols will throw in. Nichols plays it inbounds to Burgess. Burgess now will bring it front court. Burgess left side to Nesbitt. Nesbitt holding the basketball there. Up top now to Bryant. Bryant now to Burgess. Burgess. Livingston may have matched up man-to-man. They have. Left side Nesbitt. Nesbitt to Burgess, cutting down low. Her layup's good. Brianna Burgess cutting to the rim, lays it up and in for her 5th point. Coleman against the pressure. Coleman in the backcourt. Coleman got to hurry now, will beat the 10-second count. Left side Hargis. Hargis going to drive, gets inside, and she's going to draw a foul on Baker, and Baker's picked up her 3rd. First player for either team to pick up as many as 3. First foul of the second half on Creekwood. Going to put Tessa Hargis on the free throw line to shoot 2. Hargis going there for the first time. Free throw rims out. She'll have a second opportunity as Emma Poston will check back in for Livingston. She'll replace Mally Jean Coleman with 19 seconds to play in the third quarter. Free throw by Hargis. This one's no good. Rebound Ledbetter, though, for Livingston to Poston. Poston with 15 seconds. Poston dribbling up top, working away from the double team. Will save it to Mullins. Mullins trapped on the sideline, trying to dribble away from it. Now we'll throw it out to half court where Melton will chase it down. Melton now to Poston with 3 seconds. Mullins, 3 ball at the buzzer is no good, and we're through 3. After 3 complete, it's Livingston Academy 39, Creekwood 29.
Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
As we're through 3 quarters, Livingston leading 39-29 over Creekwood as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Again, we ask you to go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're talking about the Bantam Tournament coming up tomorrow, a week from tomorrow on December the 10th. The Overton County Christmas Parade here on Overton Events. The parade actually begins at 3 on the afternoon of December the 10th. You'll probably get to us about 3:30, 3:45, somewhere in that area. So join us live for the Overton County Christmas Parade on December the 10th here on Overton Events. Coleman will bring it front court, left side to Mullins. Mullins back to Coleman. Coleman dribbling between the circles as Creekwood looks to apply some pressure. Left side Mullins. High post Melton. Jumper from 12 is good. Aaliyah Melton. Melton 2 in the quarter. She's got 12 in the game as they spread the floor, and Melton again that quick turnaround to get that jumper on the left side. Nichols up top. Down low to Nesbitt. Ledbetter knocked it free. Melton will dive to the floor to save it to Mullins. Rather to Coleman. Coleman now to Ledbetter. Ledbetter will skip it now to Mullins. Mullins in the corner, Hargis. Hargis through the lane. Was it deflected? It was by Burgess. Touch last by Creekwood. Basketball going to go to Livingston Academy as Coleman will step out to throw in. Mally Jean to play it in, right side on the baseline. They'll lob it to Melton. She's open on the right side. The jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Bryant. Bryant now to Nichols. Nichols quickly in the front court for the Redhawks. Nichols, top of the key. Works it with the left-hand dribble. Forces her way inside. Jumper's no good, but a foul going to be called, and Laura Nichols will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go on Hallie Ledbetter, and she's picked up her second, team's 5th. Nichols to the line, shooting 2. Free throw by Nichols is good. She's made 3 in a row from the free throw line, all in the second half. Has 16 points for Creekwood. Second free throw, good again. Nichols knocks them both down. She's got 17. That one knocked away by Nesbitt in the backcourt. It will stay with Livingston Academy. Melton to throw it against this 2-2-1 pressure. 10-point Livingston lead with a minute gone in the 4th. Melton finds Mullins. Back to Melton against the pressure. Now to Hargis. Hargis, high pass. Coleman will get to it. Coleman will drive. Left corner Ledbetter. Ledbetter can't get the baseline drive. She'll back it back to Mullins. Now to Coleman. Now to Ledbetter. Inside tried to hit Melton. Nesbitt with a steal. Nesbitt quickly in the front court. Nesbitt going to drive all the way to the rim. The rebound goes to Bryant. Her follow's no good. Rebound Burgess. Burgess now to Nichols. Nichols back to Burgess on the left side. Burgess dribbling between the circles. She'll just pull up and take the deep 3 out top. It's no good, and Melton there to clear the rebound in a crowd, and she's going to be held and fouled by Creekwood. Foul will go on Laura Nichols. She'll pick up her second. Team's second here in the second half. As Ellie Butler going to check back in. She'll replace Tessa Hargis. Butler and Melton lead Livingston with 12. They're the only players for the Lady Wildcats in double figures. Creekwood being led by Nichols with 17, as she's the only player for Creekwood in double figures. Creekwood knocking that one right back out of bounds, so Livingston to play it in on the inline. Melton to throw in to Mullins. Mullins down the front court for the Lady Wildcats to Coleman. Coleman on the left side. Coleman goes free throw line. Melton. Melton will drive. A little contact from Burgess. Underneath Butler is going to be tied up. No, she pulled it away from Baker. Now to Mullins. Mullins double team will find Coleman. Coleman on the left side. They double team Mally Jean. She'll dribble away from it. Coleman dribbling through traffic. Coleman gets inside to Butler on the right wing. Butler now to Mullins. Mullins. High post, they go to Ledbetter. Left elbow jumper by Halley is bouncing no good, but Nesbitt will swat that out of bounds. Touch last by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston Academy. Coleman stepping out to throw in. And she'll play it in for the Lady Wildcats. Lob free throw line to Melton. Melton now left side to Mullins. Mullins hands off now to Coleman. Working to the half-court circle. 5.5 to play fourth quarter as Ledbetter catches right elbow. Ledbetter with the left-hand dribble. In the corner, Butler. Ellie's got an open look at a three. Bang! Ellie Butler knocks down her third three. She's got 15, and Livingston back out by 13. Baker, right side short corner jumper for two is good. Abby Baker knocks home the two-point jump shot, and Creekwood wants a full timeout with 5:17 to play in the fourth, and Livingston leading 44-33. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, W&O Construction Company, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Livingston to play the ball in after the timeout. Lady Wildcats with an 11-point lead, 44-33 as Melton goes inbounds to Butler. Right back to Melton. Now Mullins against the pressure. Back to Melton. Livingston using these posts to break the pressure. Right corner Ledbetter to Coleman on the right wing. Now to Melton. Melton back to Coleman on the right side. Coleman dribbling there with the left hand. Will work it left side now to Mullins. Mullins down low. Melton, great pin. Layup good. Aaliyah Melton. Melton just got the defender pinned high side on her hip. Got wide open. Pretty entry pass. Got her the ball right where she needed it. And Aaliyah now leads Livingston. No, Butler still leads Livingston with 15, but Melton has 14. Baker, left baseline jumper, no good. Melton with another rebound. Melton, the outlet to Butler running. Butler pulls up from 14. Jumpers bouncing, no good. Ledbetter trying to tie up Bryant, and they will call the jump ball finally, and the arrow's going to give it to Creekwood. Ledbetter getting kind of bent back double that time, forcing that tie. Took them a while to blow the whistle. Finally did, and the possession arrow gives it to Creekwood. Burgess to bring it front court. Burgess at the half-court circle. Works it right side now to Nichols. Nichols out top Nesbitt. Left side to Bryant. Bryant back up top to Nichols. Nichols right wing to Baker, stepping in three-point range to Nesbitt. Back to Nichols. Deep three on the wing is off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Mullins inside for Livingston. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Livingston leading 46-33, trying to give Creekwood their first loss of the season. Coleman in the front court. State tournament team from a year ago. Coleman now to Melton, top of the key. Melton. Right side to Butler. Butler picks up the dribble. Now to Ledbetter. Ledbetter holding the basketball. Back to Mullins. 19-foot jump shot's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Went off the hands of Melton. May have went off the knee of Melton. And it'll go to Creekwood. Tessa Hargis going to come in. She'll replace Keely Mullins, as it will be Creekwood playing it in. Burgess will bring it front court. Burgess dribbling right wing now to set the offense. Livingston, this defense shapes up into a 2-3. Nesbitt at the right elbow. Nesbitt dribbles out with the left hand. Now to Nichols. Nichols back to Burgess. Right corner three is no good. Rebound Baker. Another chance for Creekwood. Her pass stolen by Coleman. Coleman with the steal for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman now to bring it front court for Livingston. Coleman, quick crossover to the left hand. She'll drive around Nesbitt all the way to the rim. Layup, good. Mally Jean Coleman. Oh, ankle breaker by Mally Jean. Got her to the rim. She's got 2 in the quarter, 6 in the game. Burgess inside Nesbitt. Nesbitt shot blocked by Melton. Melton now to Hargis. Hargis now to Coleman as Livingston's taking control here in this fourth quarter. Coleman to bring it front court for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman across the timeline, goes left side Hargis. Hargis dribbling with the right hand, up top to Ledbetter. Left side, rather to Melton, now to Ledbetter. Ledbetter will drive, her jumper is no good, but Baker has picked up number 4. Baker picks up her 4th, team's 3rd here in the second half, and this will put Hallie Ledbetter on the free throw line to shoot 2. Ledbetter going there with 2:23 to play in the game. Free throw by Ledbetter is good. Ledbetter, the 3rd Livingston player to go into double figures. She's got 10. She'll shoot a second here for the Lady Wildcats. Stepping back up there. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound to Nichols on a good box out, boxing out the shooter. Nichols in the front court on the left wing. Up top, Burgess. Burgess now to Bryant. Bryant back to Burgess. Burgess around the Bryant screen. Working it back between the circles with the left-hand dribble. Burgess looks to drive, spins to the right hand, fall away jumper on the right side, no good. They battle for the rebound on the floor as Burgess will roll it out to Nesbitt, then Coleman will take it away. Coleman coming out there with the dribble will bring it front court for the Lady Wildcats. Good hustle by Mally Jean. Coleman on the right side. He's wanting to break her down again. Coleman dribbling up top. They double team and a foul going to be called on Burgess. Burgess will pick up her 3rd, still only team foul number 4 in the second half against Creekwood. So they've still got 2 to give before Livingston goes in the bonus. Inbounds Ledbetter. Ledbetter to Coleman. Coleman working on the wing. We'll bring it back out to reset for the Lady Wildcats. Coleman around the Ledbetter screen, and what have we got? A push on Nesbitt. Nesbitt will pick up her 1st, team's 5th against Creekwood, so still 1 to give with 1:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Kendall Bryant going to leave for Creekwood. Coming to replace her will be Zoe England for the first time. Melton with it. Aaliyah will drive. Jumper in the lane. Good. Aaliyah Melton. Melton with 16. Now to lead the Lady Wildcats. Burgess in the front court. Burgess now to Nichols. Nichols in the corner they go to England. England back to Burgess. Burgess shot blocked by Hargis, but a foul going to be called on Tessa Hargis. Hargis will pick up her 1st, team 6th. 2 shots here for Brianna Burgess at the free throw line. As Livingston got 5 new players ready to check in with 1 minute and a second to play in the game. Free throw by Burgess is no good. It'll be coming in for the first time for Livingston, number 3, Bailey Allred. Number 2, Cora Copeland. Number 10, Emma Poston back in there. Number 21, Emma Stover checking in. And number 32, that is J.C. Collins. Second free throw, no good. Nesbitt with a rebound, though. Nesbitt now to Collins. Collins up top to Baker. Baker, left side Collins. Collins will dribble with the left hand, and as she goes, a push going to be called on Bailey Allred. Allred will pick up her 1st, team 7th. So the 1-and-1 here for Laura Nichols. Nichols at the free throw line where she's 4 of 4 in the game. As she'll step up there for the Redhawks. Creekwood's going to get number 12, Coralie Grove, back in the ball game. Kendall Bryant returns as well. Free throw by Nichols is good. She's made 5 in a row from the free throw line, has 18 points to lead all scorers. Creekwood gets number 13, Lily Killebrew, into the ball game for the first time with 52 seconds to play in the game. Nichols to shoot a second free throw. This one's on the way. This one's good. So Nichols makes them both there. She's got 19 to lead all scorers. They'll get her out, and Hannah Guthrie will come in replacing Nichols. Posted in the front court through the hands of Stover and out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball will go to Creekwood. Inbounds goes to Guthrie, rather to Bryant. Bryant right side now to for Creekwood as they'll work it around the horn with 35 seconds to play. Ball knocked away and stolen by Poston for Livingston. Poston now will bring it front court on the dribble. Poston working there at the half court line, right side to Stover. Stover back out to Poston. Poston now to Collins. Collins left side, Allred. Allred high post trying to get it to Copeland. Ball knocked away and stolen. Taken away by Creekwood with 10 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Lady Wildcats going to get the win. Guthrie with it. Up top, the 3 ball in the air is bouncing no good. Poston with the rebound, and the game will end right there. Your final score, Livingston Academy 51, Creekwood 35. That's a big win for the Lady Wildcats as they give Creekwood their first loss of the season. They dropped to 6-1 in this campaign. Looking at the scoring for Creekwood, they were led by Brianna Burgess. 5 points in the game for Burgess. 19 scored tonight by Laura Nichols. 9 in the game for Abby Baker. 2 points scored tonight by Alyssa Nesbitt to give them their total of 35. Creekwood got to the line 12 times. They made 7 of 12 from the free throw line, and they converted on 4 3-point field goals. For the Lady Wildcats, they were led in scoring tonight by Leah Melton. 16 points in the game for Melton to lead Livingston. 15 tonight for Ellie Butler. 10 in the game for Hallie Ledbetter. 6 points scored tonight by Mally Jean Coleman. And 4 in the game for Keely Mullins to give the Lady Wildcats their total of 51. As a team, Livingston got to the free throw line 7 times. They made 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats converted on 5 threes on the night, and they win it 51-35 to move their record to 6-1 on the season. Lady Wildcats beat Creekwood 51-35. We'll have boys action coming up in just a little bit. We move now to the boys' game to get ready for this matchup between Livingston Academy and Creekwood. The Red Hawks of Creekwood High School and head coach Charles Taylor got off to a kind of rocky start for this basketball season. They lost their first 4. They have bounced back and won their last 2 to go to 2-4 on the season. They'll start like this. Number 1, Jamison Ford. Number 2, Alex Bradshaw. Number 5, Gregory Fort. Number 11, Carter Thompson. And number 15, Maddox Bryant, the starting 5 for Creekwood. Again, number 1, Jamison Ford. Number 2, Alex Bradshaw. Number 5, Gregory Fort. Number 11, Carter Thomason. And number 15, Maddox Bryant, the starting 5 for Creekwood. For Livingston, Wildcats coached by longtime head coach Jimmy Miller. He's assisted by Nate Kennard and Blake Qualls, and Livingston comes in 4-0 on this 2022-2023 season after a big win on the road on Tuesday night up in Byrdstown, knocking off Pickett County up in Byrdstown for the first win up there since 2016. Wildcats hadn't won at the Pickett County Gym since 2016, so a huge win for them on Tuesday night to knock off the Bobcats up in Byrdstown. Livingston will start. Number 11, Brody Coffey. Number 12, Wyatt Hargis. Number 20, Daniel Bilbrey. Number 21, Tucker Miller. And number 32, Easton Goodpasture, the starting 5 for Livingston. Again, number 11, Brody Coffey. Number 12, Wyatt Hargis. Number 20, Daniel Bilbrey. Number 21, Tucker Miller. And number 32, Easton Goodpasture, the starting 5. It's not going to be Goodpasture, as we'll have to check who that 5th one is, as Coach Miller has made a change. If I can see you from way up here, we'll check and see who the 5 are. Isaac Story. I didn't go far enough down my roster here. Isaac will get the start. So it is Brody Coffey, Wyatt Hargis, Daniel Bilbrey, Tucker Miller, and Isaac Story for Livingston Academy. Speed going to be on display tonight. Both these teams love to run. Creekwood rest in the red, Livingston rest in the white. Girls game earlier, Livingston beat Creekwood 51-35. Lady Wildcats moved their record to 5-1. Livingston next will play a week from tonight here at home against Smith County. Traditional foe, but a non-district foe now, as Wyatt Hargis will step in to jump for Livingston. It will be Carter Thomason to jump for Creekwood. They'll tap it quickly to Ford. His jumper's no good. Rebound goes away to Story. Story now to Bilbrey in the front court. Bilbrey back to Story. Story left side to Miller. Miller in the corner, Coffey. Coffey will skip it now to Hargis. Hargis in the corner, Miller against this 2-3 zone. High pass. Bilbrey can't get to it. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Creekwood. Creekwood to play it in, as they'll get Ford out to throw the ball in. Ford plays it in. Before he does, though, a timeout going to be called as the official stopping play for something here. Clock is continuing to run, so they'll have to reset it, as it's still running. Now they get it stopped. Let's see how much time they put back on here. 7:28 when Fort will throw in. Plays the ball in to Bryant. Back to Fort. Fort works it to Bryant on the right wing. Bryant dribbling with the left hand. Bryant to Gregory Ford. Ford at the half-court stripe. Jamison Ford is number 1. Gregory Ford, number 5. Ford goes left side now to Jamison Ford. Oh, that was 2 over there. Bradshaw. Now Jamison Ford to Gregory Ford. Creekwood looks to drive. Back to Gregory Ford. Gregory back to Jamison. Jamison back to Gregory Ford in the corner. They move the basketball to Bryant. Bryant's pass inside, knocked away by Bilbrey, taken away by Story. Story quickly in the front court for Livingston. Story working at the half-court circle, goes right side now to Miller. Miller in the corner, Hargis. White will take the three. That one's bouncing no good. Rebound taken away by Creekwood. Coming out there with it, Bradshaw. Bradshaw quickly in the front court to Ford. Ford will drive, gets inside, drops it off on the left side for the layup, which is no good. Waved off by Bryant. Foul going to be called on Livingston on the floor. It will go on Wyatt Hargis. Wyatt will pick up his first. Team's first with 6:19. Inbounds underneath for the wide open layup, which is good by Carter Thomason. Thomason lays it up and in for his first two. Story in the front court to Bilbrey. Bilbrey now to Coffey. Coffey deep in three-point range. Back to Bilbrey. Bilbrey back to Coffey. Coffey fakes the three, steps to the arc. His two-point jumper is no good. Rebound taken away by Bryant. Bryant now to Jamison Ford. Rather, that is Gregory Ford. Left side they go to Bradshaw. His three is good. Alex Bradshaw knocks down the three. Creekwood with 5 quick points here in this first quarter. They jump in front 5-0 with 5:40 to play in the first quarter. Story left side now to Miller. Miller back to Story. Story will drive, pulls up from 12, jumper rims out. Rebound taken away by Thomason. Thomason now to Gregory Ford. Gregory inside Thomason. Power dribble, jumper no good, but Hargis will pick up number 2. Wyatt Hargis will pick up his second with 5:25 to play in the first quarter, and this will put Carter Thomason on the free throw line to shoot 2. Thomason going there for the first free throws of the game. Dribbling the basketball there. Left-hander puts it on the way and rattles it home. Thomason has his third point. Easton Goodpasture going to check in for Livingston. Cole Harris coming in for Livingston. Coffey and Hargis will sit down. Hargis leaves with the 2 fouls. Second free throw on the way. That one's no good. Rebound batted out. Thomason gets to it. Keeping it alive was Bryant. Thomason has it knocked away. Goodpasture will dive to the floor, but as he rolls over, the travel going to be called. Turnover by Livingston. Will give it right back to Creekwood as they'll play it in on the end line. Stepping out to throw in will be Gregory Ford. Ford goes left side to Thomason. Now to Jamison Ford. To Bradshaw. Thomason back out top. Gregory Ford. His three is good. Gregory Ford knocks down the three. Creekwood off to a hot start as they take a 9-0 lead on that three-pointer by Gregory Ford. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. It's a 9-0 Creekwood lead as Livingston to play the ball in the backcourt. Inbounds goes to Bilbrey. Bilbrey now will work it across the timeline against this 2-3 zone by Creekwood. The Story. Story, right wing now to Harris inside. The ball is knocked free and a foul going to be called on Creekwood. It will go on Alex Bradshaw. He'll pick up his first foul of the first half against Creekwood, coming at the 4:59 mark of the first quarter as Harris to throw in. Harris to Goodpasture, now to Bilbrey. Bilbrey to Harris. Harris with the left-hand dribble. Left side now to Bilbrey. In the corner, Story. 3 ball by Isaac, rims out. Rebound taken away by Goodpasture. His jumper blocked away. Rebound batted out to Bilbrey. Another chance for Livingston. Bilbrey will go left side to Harris. Harris in three-point range. Back up top now to Miller, to Bilbrey. Bilbrey inside Goodpasture. To Story cutting. He can't control the pass, and Gregory Ford will come out there with it. Ford into the front court, dribbling on the right wing. Ball knocked away by Harris. Ford will get to it. His pass inside going to be knocked away and stolen by Story. Story now to Bilbrey. Bilbrey to bring it front court on the dribble. Bilbrey tried to go right corner, pass taken away by Bryant. Now the outlet pass going to be taken away by Harris. Livingston coming the other way. Harris looking to drive. Left side, Miller spotted for three. Rims out. Rebound, Story back up and in. The Wildcats take the lid off the basket with that layup by Story to get Livingston on the board for the first time and cut the lead down to 7 at 9-2. The front court with it is Bradshaw. Now to Gregory Ford. High post, Jamison Ford. Jamison on the right wing. Back to Gregory Ford. Gregory goes left side to Bradshaw. Bradshaw back to Gregory Ford. Left wing they go to Thomason. Lob down low. That's Thomason with it. Now he'll kick it out to Bradshaw, and he'll draw a foul from Goodpasture. Easton Goodpasture will pick up his first, team's third here in the first half. Story going to sit down. It'll be Rocco Carwile coming in to replace him. Creekwood to throw in on the inline. They've gotten a new player in. Pass up top to Thomason. They've got Grayson Walker into the ball game. Walker with it on the right side to Jamison Ford. Ford jumper on the right baseline. Rims out. Rebound Goodpasture. Goodpasture now to Carwile in the front court. Bilbrey running to Miller. Miller to Harris. Harris right side, threw it away. Tried to hit Carwile, led him too much. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Creekwood with 3:04 to play in the first quarter, as Creekwood going to get number 21 into the ball game. And I don't have a 21 in the roster they gave me. We'll check it here in just a moment. Floater in the lane by Bradshaw is no good. Rebound taken away by Carwile. The outlet to Miller. Miller trying to save it, can't do so. Miller trying to run down that long pass, couldn't get to it, and it will go to Creekwood as they'll play it in on the end line. 21 is Eli Edmondson. Eli Edmondson, 21 for Creekwood, as he is checked in. Creekwood in the front court with Jamison Ford. Ford dribbling on the right wing. Ford steps around the screen with the left-hand dribble. 9-2 Creekwood lead with 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Gregory Ford up top. He looks to drive, goes inside, wide open layup. Good by Creekwood's Grayson Walker. Walker has his first two. Creekwood extends the lead back to 9 at 11-2. Bilbrey now to Miller. Miller back to Bilbrey on the right wing. Bilbrey with the left-hand dribble. Goes left side, Miller. Miller swings it now to Harris. Harris in the corner, they go to Bilbrey. Down low to Goodpasture, who made a great catch. Layup good, and he is fouled. Easton's got a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play, as Creekwood going to pick up the foul. It'll go on Edmondson, I believe. It will go on Edmondson. He'll pick up his first, team's second. Goodpasture at the line, trying to complete a three-point play and trying to get Livingston back within 6. Free throws good. Goodpasture with his third point. Cuts the lead down to 6 with 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Gregory Ford into the front court. Dribbling between the circles. Goes left side now to Edmondson. Edmondson now 22 in there. Clint Morgan has checked in. Grayson Ford up top. Morgan with that big knee brace. Left side to Gregory Ford. Right wing three ball in the air is bouncing no good. Rebound to Jamison Ford. He'll work it on the left baseline. They go back up top to Edmondson. Edmondson dribbling to the right wing. Now to Gregory Ford. Ford with the left-hand dribble. Backs it back out for Creekwood as we approach a minute to play in the first quarter. Right side they go to Edmondson. Edmondson skip pass to Jamison Ford. Deep three on the left side is long, no good. Gregory Ford with an offensive rebound. Right side they go to Morgan. Morgan will drive. He'll kick it right corner. Edmondson. His three rattles home. Eli Edmondson knocks down the three. Creekwood takes their biggest lead they move back to a 9-point lead. They match their biggest lead. Harris now to Miller. Tucker, top of the key three is good. Tucker Miller with the big three-pointer. cuts the lead back to 6 at 14-8. Jamison Ford brings it front court. Right side they go to Morgan. Morgan around the screen with the left-hand dribble to Gregory Ford. On the baseline now, the jumper is no good by Walker, and a foul going to be called on Creekwood, as picking it up will be Gregory Ford. He'll pick up his first, team's third. Jamison Ford going to sit down. Thomason coming back in to replace him with 27 seconds to play in the first quarter. Bilbrey to bring it front court. Wildcats going to play for the last shot of the first quarter. Bilbrey up top to Miller. Miller left side to Harris with 13 seconds. Inside Goodpasture, his jumper banking, no good. Carwile with the rebound, back up, no good. Rebound batted out to Miller. Miller with 5 seconds. Miller now to Harris. Harris will get in the lane. Free throw line jumper at the buzzer is no good, and we're through one. After one complete, it is Creekwood 14, Livingston Academy 8.
Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
It is Creekwood leading Livingston 14-8. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family, our sponsors here tonight on Overton Events. Livingston with possession. Coffee back in there with it on the right wing. In the corner now to Miller. Back to Coffee. Coffee now to Story. Back to Coffee. His right wing three ball is good. Brody Coffee knocking down the triple to cut the lead to 3 at 14-11. Gregory Ford will bring it front court for Creekwood as he'll work it across the timeline. Ford goes left side, Edmondson, now to Thomason. Thomason, right wing to Walker. Walker back to Gregory Ford. Jamison not out there, so I can just use Ford. Thomason, left side three is short, no good. Long rebound, Goodpasture. Goodpasture to Miller. Miller going to drive, gets inside, layup good. Tucker Miller. Miller just letting the defender fly by. Tucker will lay it up and in for his 5th point and cut the lead to 1 at 14-13. Right side, Walker's three is no good. Rebound taken away by Coffee, and he's going to be fouled by Thomason. Thomason will pick up his first, team's 4th here in the first half, and it will be Livingston to play the ball in with a chance to take the lead for the first time. Miller will bring it front court to Story on the left side. Story now to Hargis. Hargis back in there with the 2 fouls. To Miller. Miller, right side to Coffee. Coffee now to Story. Story will skip it to Miller. Miller can't get the look. He'll skip it back to Hargis in the corner. White will take the 3 there and knock it down. Wide Hargis with his first bucket. It's a 3, just like Creekwood started the first quarter on a 9-0 run. Livingston starts the second quarter on an 8-0 run, and the Wildcats move in front by 2, 16-14. Morgan with it. Morgan right side to Ford. Ford inside Thomason. Thomason back to Ford. Ford now left side to Morgan. Morgan looking to drive. Almost knocked away. They go in the corner now to Walker. Walker down low Thomason. His jumper's an air ball. Rebound Miller. Miller over the double team to Hargis. A chance for numbers as they swing it to Coffee. Coffee inside Goodpasture. Jumper good. Easton Goodpasture. Goodpasture recognizing the good pass from Brody Coffey. Put it right on the left hand of the big man to lay it up and in for his 5th point. Ford will bring it front court. Livingston a 10-0 run to start the quarter to take a 4-point lead. Ford on the left wing. Looks inside to Thomason. They'll go high post Morgan. His elbow jumper is good to stop the run. Clint Morgan with his first 2 cuts the lead back to 2 at 18-16. Coffey in the front court for Livingston to Story. Story now to Miller. Miller thought about that deep 3, doesn't take it. Hargis will go inside, pass too low. Goodpasture will save it though to Story. Story will drive. Isaac gets down low. His jumper is no good. Thomason knocked him to the floor, but the officials let play continue. Creekwood will see Morgan bring it front court, trying to go coast to coast. Left-hand layup, no good. Coffey with the rebound, and they'll reach in and tie him up as Edmondson reaching in to tie him up. As subs coming back for Creekwood, actually new players coming in. Alex Bradshaw will return. Jamison Ford will come back in. Coming in for the first time will be Rockin Howard. And also back out there is number 15, Maddox Bryant. Inbounds goes to Bradshaw. Now to Thomason. Thomason to Jamison Ford. Gregory's not out there, so we can just go with Ford here with Jamison. He'll call the offensive set. Right side, Howard. Howard dribbling top of the key. Howard lob backdoor. Jamison Ford layup no good. Coffey will tap the rebound to himself. Coffey looking to run. Coffey gets in the paint. Right side, Miller. Back to Coffey. Coffey now to Story. Story down low. Goodpasture. Goodpasture powers it up and in. Easton Goodpasture. 4 in the quarter. He's got 7 in the game. Wildcats back out by 4 at 20-16. Bryant in the front court to Thomason. Thomason holding the basketball now to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to the elbow. Right side, Howard. Back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw double teamed inside. Picks it up. Back out top to Bryant. Thomason will bank home the 3. That's Carter Thomason with the 3-point field goal. His first 3. He's got 6 in the game. Cuts the lead back to 1 at 20-19. Coffey in the front court to Story on the right side. Story back to Coffey. Coffey now to Hargis in the corner. Miller. Tucker's 3 in the air is no good. Rebound taken away by Bradshaw. Bradshaw wanting to run. Bradshaw trying to go coast to coast, and a charge call. Tucker Miller stood and took the hit from Alex Bradshaw. Bradshaw picks up his 2nd, team's 5th here in the first half. Miller going to sit down. Bilbrey will come in replacing him. So Bradshaw staying out there with the 2 fouls. 3.5 to play first half with Livingston leading 20-19. Coffey left side to Bilbrey down low. Goodpasture layup good. Oh, they're just wearing out Thomason inside. Goodpasture with that left-hand layup. He's got 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Morgan's pass stolen by Hargis. That is Bryant. Now Goodpasture running the floor. Will kick it out to Bilbrey. To Coffey. Right corner 3 ball. That one's no good. Rebound taken out of the air by Bryant. Bryant now to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's pass knocked away by Hargis and out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. It will stay with Creekwood as they'll play it in on the end line. Cole Harris going to come back in for Livingston. He'll replace Goodpasture, who'll leave to a good hand with 9 points, leading Livingston. Jamison Ford to throw in, left side on the baseline to Bryant. Left side, Bradshaw. His 3's an air ball. Rebound Howard. Back up, no good. Rebound Hargis. Hargis. Now we'll go front court to Coffey. Coffey, left corner, Bilbrey. Daniel will fake. Back up top to Hargis. Hargis back to Bilbrey. He'll skip it to Story. Story gets in the lane. Back out to Bilbrey. Bilbrey to the free throw line. Right side, Harris. Harris dribbling through traffic with the left hand. Left side, Story. In the corner, Hargis spotted for 3. Yes, sir. The extra pass from Isaac Story found wide Hargis in the left corner to knock down the 3 to give Livingston a 6-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Thomason has it knocked away by Bilbrey, taken away by Coffey. Coffey in the front court now to Bilbrey. Bilbrey dribbles out with the left hand. Isaac to set the offense, directing traffic as he spreads the floor to Coffee. Coffee with the left-hand dribble to Story. Story gets inside, left-hand jumper, no good, but a foul going to be called on Thomason. Carter Thomason will pick up his second, team sixth here in the first half, and this will put Isaac Story on the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw by Story is good. Isaac, 1 in the quarter. He's got 3 in the game. Coming back in for Creekwood is Edmondson along with Walker. Livingston out by 7, 26-19. Creekwood jumped out to a 9-0 lead. Second free throw by Story. That one's good as he makes them both there. Livingston at the line, they've only shot 3 free throws. They've made all 3. Creekwood's been to the free throw line twice. They've made 1 out of 2. Bryant in the front court. Pass knocked away and stolen by Coffee. Coffee in the front court. Will hit Bilbrey in the right corner. Bilbrey skip pass to Hargis. Hargis deep left wing 3. That one's no good. Thomason with the rebound for Creekwood. His pass knocked away by Story. Stolen by Bilbrey. Bilbrey to the rim. Thomason will block him. Thomason, lead pass stolen by Harris. Harris will bring it back for Livingston. Numbers for the Wildcats. Harris inside. Gets free. Will kick it out to Bilbrey. Bilbrey now to Hargis. NBA 3. That one's no good. Rebound taken away by Creekwood. There to pull it is Walker. Walker, long lead to Thomason. Thomason to the rim. Missed the layup. Rebound taken away by Harris, and a foul going to be called on Creekwood. Foul will go on the Redhawks as they'll pick it up. Picking up the foul is going to be Eli Edmondson. Edmondson picks up his second, team's 7th. So the 1-and-1 here for Cole Harris as he goes to the line for the first time. Hargis going to sit down. Carwile will come in replacing him. Harris shooting the front end of the 1-and-1 with exactly a minute to play in the first half. Free throw by Harris is good for his first point. If he makes the second, he can give Livingston a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Second free throw by Harris. That one's good again. Harris makes them both as the Wildcats lead it 29-19. The front court with it, Edmondson. Edmondson up top now for the 3 ball, which is bouncing no good by Bryant. Rebound Story. Story to Coffee running. Coffee to the rim. Layup blocked away, but blocked out of bounds by Creekwood. Touched last by the Redhawks. Livingston will play it in on the end line. Coffee stepping out to throw in, right side on the baseline. Coffee plays it up top to Bilbrey. Bilbrey will drive, right corner Story. Story now to Harris. Harris with the left-hand dribble, gets in the lane, jumper in front, good. Cole Harris. Cole Harris, a little Euro step. He's got his 4th point. Livingston out by 12 now, 31-19. The front court with it, Howard. Left side they go to Walker. Walker picks up the dribble. Walker trying to go back to Howard. Bilbrey knocked it away. Howard got to it. His baseline jumper's good. Rockin' Howard with his first 2. Livingston wants the last shot. 10 seconds to play in the half. Story. High post they go to Carwile with 5 seconds. Carwile to Bilbrey with 2 seconds to Story. 3 ball at the buzzer is no good, and we are at halftime. Big quarter by the Wildcats as they outscore Creekwood in that quarter, 13-7, to take a 10-point lead in the locker room as the Wildcats lead it 31-21 at halftime. We'll be back for the second half coming up in just a moment. Creekwood controlling the first quarter, leading 14-8 after 1 quarter of play. Livingston dominating that second quarter as they outscore Creekwood in that quarter. I said 13-7. It was actually 23-7, as my math a little bit off there at the end of the first half. Outscore them 23-7 in that second quarter to take a 10-point lead in the locker room, 31-21. Let's check the scoring in the first half. First of all, for Creekwood, they're being led by Carter Thomason. 6 points in the first half for Thomason. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, made 1 3-point field goal. 3 points in the first half for Alex Bradshaw on a 3-point field goal. 3 points at halftime for Gregory Fort on a 3-point field goal. 3 in the first half for Eli Edmondson on a 3-point field goal. 2 in the first half for Ryken Howard. 2 points at halftime for Clint Morgan. 2 in the first half for Grayson Walker to give them their total of 21. Creekwood only shot 2 free throws in the first half. They made 1 out of 2. They converted on 4 3-point field goals in the first half of play. Fouls for Creekwood, they've got Bradshaw, Thomason, and Edmondson, each with 2, 1 on Gregory Fort. For Livingston, good first half by Easton Goodpasture. 9 points at halftime for Goodpasture, including 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 6 points in the first half for Wyatt Hargis on 2 3-point field goals. 5 points at halftime for Tucker Miller. He made 1 3-point field goal. 4 points in the first half for Cole Harris. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points at halftime for Isaac Story. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 points in the first half for Brody Coffey. He made 1 3-point field goal to give them their total of 31. Livingston got to the free throw line 5 times in the first half. They made all 5, and the Wildcats matched Creekwood with 4 3-point field goals. Basketball belongs to Livingston to start the second half. Coffey, Bilbrey, Miller, Story, and Hargis, same 5 that started the game for Livingston, start the second half. For Creekwood, it's Ford, Thomason, Bradshaw, and Bryant, the same 5 that started for Creekwood, start the second half. Inbounds goes to Bilbrey. Wildcats will bring it front court, looking to add to this 10-point lead against the 2-3 zone by Creekwood. Creekwood coached by Charles Taylor as a 3-second call against Livingston. Will turn the ball over to Creekwood. They are 2-4 on the season, but they have won 2 in a row. Wildcats coached by Jimmy Miller. And assistant coaches Nate Kennard and Blake Qualls. They are 4-0 on the year, looking to get a win over Creekwood here tonight. Forward up top for the 3 ball by Bryant, which is good. Bryant coming off that down screen, knocks down the triple, his first bucket. Pressure now by Creekwood as Bradshaw almost ties up Coffey. Story now to Hargis running. Hargis challenges Thomason. Jumper good, wide Hargis. Thomason jumping into the air. Hargis thought he was going to try to draw the charge. Ford's jumper the other way is no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Bryant. Touch pass by Creekwood. It will go to Livingston Academy. 33-24. The Livingston lead is 7. There is 9. Coffey, pass deflected away and knocked out of bounds. Bryant ran into Bradshaw, or I think Bradshaw would have been able to get to that one, but the turnover gives it, or the deflection out of bounds, keeps it with Livingston. Coffey, now to Hargis. Hargis, top of the key, right side Story. Story will skip it now to Coffey. Coffey will kick it out to Miller. Miller dribbles out with the right hand. Miller now to Bilbrey. Bilbrey against this 2-3, right side Hargis. Hargis works his way to the short corner. Dangerous pass stolen away by Fort. Fort looking to drive. His layup underneath, good. Gregory Fort. Fort 2 in the quarter. He's got 5 in the game. Hargis one-on-one with Ford. Hargis will drive. Jumper good. Wide Hargis. Hargis into double figures to lead all scorers. He's got 10. Wildcats back out by 9. Bilbrey with the steal. Bilbrey trying to get control, and Fort will foul it. Rather, that's Bradshaw. Bradshaw will pick up his first, team's first here in the second half. And it'll be Bradshaw leaving. Howard will come in to replace him. Bilbrey to throw in for Livingston as he'll play it into Story. Story now to bring it front court for the Wildcats to Coffey. Coffey Dribbling with the left hand, spins inside as he makes the move. A push going to be called on Creekwood. It'll go on Ryken Howard. He'll pick up his first, team's second here in the second half. Lob on the inbounds to Story. Story, free throw line, Hargis. Quick jumper there is good, wide Hargis. Hargis on fire to start this second half. He's got 6 in the quarter, 12 in the game, and Livingston out by 11, 37-26. Fort now to Ford. Left side they go to Bryant. Thomason at the elbow, back to Bryant, and a foul going to be called on the Creekwood Redhawks. An offensive foul on Thomas. No, it's on Jamison Ford. Ford will pick up. It was on Ford. His first, team's third. Bilbrey to Hargis running. Hargis will drive, layup good, wide Hargis. Hargis with 14. Thomason running the other way, and a foul going to be called on Story. Oh, I thought he flew by clean. The official says no. Story picks up his first foul. Team's first here in the second half, and Ford to play the ball in on the inline. 5.5 to play, third quarter. Livingston out by 13, 39-26. Lob up top, Thomason. Livingston girls won earlier as Howard will take the three on this near side. Gets his own rebound. Howard drops it off right side for the layup, which is good by Bryant. Maddox Bryant gained the finish. He's got 5. The Livingston girls won 51-35 earlier. Left corner, Bilbrey. His 3 in the air is good. Daniel Bilbrey holding the hand in the air as it tickles the twine to knock down his first 3. Thomason to Ford. Ford will drive, lowers the shoulder. What have we got? A block call. It'll go on Isaac Story. Way through that shoulder into him, but the official gets Story for his second foul, team second here in the second half. Goodpasture going to come in replacing Story. The 42-28 Livingston lead. Ford plays it into Fort. Now Howard. Howard up top to Bryant. Left corner, Ford. Ford back to Bryant. Bryant high post, Thomason. Thomason to Ford. His right side 3 is bouncing, no good. Thomason will tap that one out of bounds. Touch last by Creekwood. It will go to Livingston Academy. Coffee will play it into Bilbrey to bring it front court. Bilbrey now will walk it across the timeline. Bilbrey to Coffee. Coffee now to Miller. Miller with the left-hand dribble. Works it in the paint. Miller all the way to the rim. Layup good. Tucker breaking them down off the bounce. He's got 2 in the quarter, 7 in the game, and the Cats extend the lead to 16, 44-28. Ford up top. His 3's no good. Goodpasture with the rebound. They double team in the backcourt. Numbers if they hurry. Coffee long pass to Bilbrey. Bilbrey drives on Ford. Finds Miller. Miller backs it out to Hargis, but before the pass, the foul going to be called on the Miller baseline dribble drive. It'll go on Jamison Ford. He'll pick up his third, they say. So Ford has 3. Hargis up top. The 3 ball is good. Wide Hargis. 11 in the quarter. 17 in the game. Left side, Thomason will answer. Carter Thomason with a 3. He's got 9, but Hargis is lighting it up. Coffee in the lane. Got Thomason off the floor. Jumper bouncing, no good. Goodpasture took the rebound away from Thomason, and now travel going to be called. Steps called on Livingston. Effort tonight by the Wildcats, and lights out shooting here against Creekwood has gotten them to a 16-point lead, 47-31. Ford cut off on the baseline by Miller. Now gets around him and draws the foul from Tucker. Miller will pick up his first, team's third here in the second half. Creekwood will play the ball in on the inline. Before they do, though, 3 players going to come onto the floor for Creekwood. Coming back in will be Walker. Also back in is Morgan and Edmondson coming back in. Ford to play the ball in on the inline. Ford to the right wing. The 3 ball is good by Walker. Walker knocks down the triple. His 5th point of the half. Miller, 3 ball to answer. He's got it. Tucker Miller knocks down the 3. He's in double figures with 10. Wildcats back out by 16, 50-34. Fort in the front court. Left side they go to Walker. Walker dribbling on the wing. Will pick up the dribble now to Ford. Ford between the circles. Ford will drive to the elbow. Pulls up there. Jumper rims down on him. Rebound Bilbrey. Bilbrey quickly in the front court for Livingston. Bilbrey right side, threw it away. Little indecision there on the pass. I think he was trying to get to Coffee in the corner, but it sailed on him a little bit. Harris going to come back in for Livingston. He'll replace Coffee. Creekwood to play the ball in the backcourt. Fort to bring it front court for the Redhawks. 2:50 to play third quarter. Livingston leading 50-34. Fort left side now to Ford. Ford holding the basketball there. Up top Edmondson, right wing Fort. On the baseline down low Ford. Shot blocked by Hargis. Ball is loose inside. It comes out of there. Bilbrey will get to it, and he's fouled by Ford. And a technical foul called on Ford. Just batting the ball away from Bilbrey. So Fort will pick up the personal foul. Then he'll pick up a technical foul. So that's 2 more team fouls for Creekwood. Tucker Miller will go to the free throw line to shoot the 2 technicals. Then Livingston will have possession. Miller stepping up there. Tucker to shoot a couple of free throws to try to make this an 18-point lead. Then the basketball. Wasn't really malicious, but just when you knock the ball away that way, especially with the official standing right there, they're going to get you about every time. Miller, first of 2 free throws, is good. Tucker, 6 in the quarter. He's got 11 in the game. Second free throw coming up from the sophomore. Puts this one on the way and knocks it down. Miller with 12. Livingston being led by Hargis with 17. Now, 2 more free throws for Miller. Did they call another technical? Miller's made a third. His 4th free throw, good again. So Tucker makes 4 there, and now Livingston with possession. They must have called a second technical. Coach Taylor wanting an explanation, as it will be Bilbrey to throw in. Wouldn't have been 7 fouls. There must have been a second technical call on somebody. Bilbrey now to Harris. Livingston out by 20 for the first time. Bilbrey on the right side to Hargis. Hargis dribbles out with the left hand. Hargis will cross it over, pass deflected. Stolen by Howard. Howard quickly in the front court for Creekwood. Shot blocked by Hargis, taken away by Harris. Then Harris has it knocked away by Edmondson, then taken away by Creekwood's Walker. Then a foul going to be called on Cole Harris. Harris will pick up his first, team's 4th here in the second half. Story going to come back in. He'll replace Daniel Bilbrey, as it will be Howard playing the ball in to Morgan. Morgan back in there, goes right side to Edmondson. Morgan with it on the left wing. Now to Bryant. Right side they go to Howard. Howard on the block to Morgan. And a push going to be called on Livingston. It'll go on wide Hargis, and he'll pick up his 3rd. Hargis picks up number 3 with 1:43 to play in the 3rd. Carlisle going to come in replacing Hargis with the 3 fouls. Howard stepping out to throw in for Creekwood. Howard inside to Bryant. His jumper on the right block is good. Maddox Bryant, 7 points all in this 3rd quarter. Story in the front court for Livingston will hand off to Miller. Miller left side Carlisle. Carlisle will drive, gets inside, has it taken away by Howard. Howard quickly in the front court. He'll drive, and he'll be called for the charge. Tucker Miller, that's the 2nd hit he's taken tonight. This one will go against Rockin' Howard, and he'll pick up his 2nd. Team foul number 9 on Creekwood, but no free throws on the player control. Story in the front court for Livingston. Pass knocked away by Bryant, but knocked out of bounds by Bryant. It will stay with Livingston. Story stepping out to throw in. Before he does, though, Thomason and Bradshaw are going to come back in. Howard and Morgan going to sit down. 54-36 with 1:16 to play in the third quarter. Miller to Story. Story inside Goodpasture. He's going to be called for the charge. They say use that right arm to clear out. He'll pick up his second, team sixth here in the second half. So both teams in the bonus. Well, the next 1:11 of the third quarter and the entire fourth quarter. Inbounds goes to Bradshaw. Bradshaw now will bring it front court across the timeline. Bradshaw dribbling there with the left hand. Bradshaw works his way in the paint. Story knocked it away. Bradshaw diving on the floor. Story diving on the floor. Everybody diving on the floor. And a foul going to be called here on Livingston. Don't know how they picked one out in that scrum, but it will be Tucker Miller. They call for his second. Should be the team's seventh. Should be the 1-and-1 here for Creekwood, as it will be Eli Edmondson stepping to the free throw line. No, it's going to be Alex Bradshaw going to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Bradshaw, his first free throw attempt of the game, and they'll wave it off on a lane violation against Walker. Lane violation takes away the front end of the 1-and-1, so he won't get the second, and the Wildcats will play it in. Miller in the front court. Carwile. Carwile back to Miller. Miller back to Carwile. Carwile working on the left side. Down low, Goodpasture. Goodpasture kicks it back to Carwile. Carwile will drive, has it taken away. Edmondson with the steal. Edmondson will drive. Has Miller taken another? No, they'll call a block this time on Tucker. Leading a little bit that time. He'll pick up his third. Brody Coffey ready to check back in for Livingston. He'll get Miller, as Edmondson will go to the line now to shoot two. Edmondson stepping up there with 39 seconds to play in the third. Free throw is good. Eli Edmondson, 1 in the quarter, 4 in the game. Carwile and Miller going to leave. Bilbrey and Coffey coming back in. Wildcats lead it by 18, 54-36. Second free throw by Edmondson is good. Edmondson knocks down both there. He's got 5 now for Creekwood. Story will drive. Right corner, Bilbrey. Daniels' three is good. Daniel Bilbrey has his second three. He's got 6. Wildcats have made 4 threes in the quarter, 8 in the game. Ball knocked away by Bilbrey. Recovering it, Bryant. His pass knocked away by Harris, but knocked out of bounds by Harris. Touch last by Livingston. It will stay with Creekwood. Walker stepping up to throw in. Right side on the baseline. Right corner they go. And the pass taken away by Bilbrey. Bilbrey to the rim. Layup left side good. And he is fouled. Daniel Bilbrey has a chance in an old-fashioned three-point play, as Alex Bradshaw has picked up number 4. Bradshaw picks up number 4 with 10 seconds to play in the third. Bilbrey to the line, looking for his 9th point of the night, trying to extend this lead to 22. Trying to give them their biggest. They're already at their biggest at 21. Now it's at 22 as Daniel knocks down that free throw. In the front court with it is Walker. Walker on the left side will drive, kicks it up top. Edmondson, lob in the lane. They will take a shot from behind the backboard, and it's no good, and we are through 3. After 3, an impressive showing by Livingston. Wildcats 60, Creekwood 38. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
Close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home, Livingston Regional Hospital.
Basketball to start the fourth quarter. That's a quick timeout as Goodpasture with the steal. Easton will drive. Layup no good. Bilbrey with the rebound. Taken away, though, by Bradshaw. Bradshaw quickly in the front court all the way to the rim. What do we got? A charge call. That's Cole Harris taking the hit that time from Alex Bradshaw, and he's fouled out. Bradshaw should leave here with 7:45 to play. In the fourth, he'll foul out with 3 points. Let me finish tallying up my stats through three. As the Wildcats continue to shoot it very well. Inbounds goes to Harris. Harris now to Bilbrey to bring it front court. Bilbrey back to Harris. As he'll set it up. Now to Story. Story will drive. His jumper on the right side, no good. Goodpasture with an offensive rebound. He'll kick it out to Harris. Harris to the free throw line. Right side, Story. Story will drive. Down low, tried to hit Goodpasture. It's knocked away. But Story touched it when he was standing out of bounds. And the basketball will go to Creekwood. Morgan to bring it front court. Morgan just lost it, able to recover it. To Walker, back to Morgan. Morgan around the Edmondson screen with the left-hand dribble. Goes left side, Thomason. Thomason, top of the key, three ball. Is bouncing no good. Rebound Bilbrey with a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Livingston leads it 60-38. Bilbrey to Story. Story. High post to Goodpasture. A step inside the free throw line. Goodpasture knocks down the jumper. Easton into double figures. He's the third player for Livingston to go in double figures. Goodpasture has 11. Morgan up top. Morgan will dribble with the left hand. Goes left side now to Bryant. Bryant around the screen by Walker. Back to Walker on the pick and pop. Down low, Thomason. Thomason back to Walker. Got away with the walk. No, he didn't. He did take an extra step. The official calls it a little bit late, but the turnover will give the basketball right back to Livingston Academy as Howard going to check back in. Morgan will come in, will leave the lineup. Hargis going to come back for Livingston. He'll replace Isaac Story. Coffee to throw in. To Harris. Harris over the double team to Bilbrey. Numbers for Livingston. Bilbrey lost it on the dribble. And a block going to be called, though, on the play. No, a push on Daniel Bilbrey trying to get it back. Bilbrey will pick up his first. Team foul number 9 against Livingston. So a 1-and-1 here for Eli Edmondson. Stepping to the free throw line. Edmondson going there with 6:18 to play in the fourth quarter. 1-and-1. The officials look at it. They say 10. So 2 shots here for Edmondson. Doesn't matter. He knocks that one down anyway. He'll shoot a second. Miller coming back for Livingston. He'll replace Goodpasture. Edmondson to shoot a second free throw. Puts this one on the way. That one bounces no good. Hargis with the rebound. Hargis pass deflected, but he's fouled by Edmondson. Edmondson will pick up the personal, so we'll walk to the other end where Wyatt Hargis will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 on team foul. It should be 2 shots for Hargis on team foul number 10 against Creekwood. So the double bonus for both teams for the next 6:15. Hargis at the line. Free throws on the way and good. White with his 18th for the Wildcats. He'll shoot a second here. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound, though, to Harris. Harris inside. His jumper's baking good. Cole Harris with the offensive rebound and putback. He's got 6, and the Wildcats are blowing this one open. The front court with it. Creekwood. Howard at the free throw line to Thomason. And they didn't blow the whistle. Thomason got the layup. Everybody waiting for the official to blow that whistle on the charge block with Coffee. Thomason's layup gives him 11. Bilbrey on the right side. Bilbrey backs it back up to the half-court stripe. Bilbrey now to Coffee. Coffee, high post they go to Hargis, stepping in three-point range. Hargis to Bilbrey. Bilbrey fakes. In the corner, Coffey. Coffey will drive, and he's tripped up by Howard. Howard will pick up his third. 2 free throws here for Brody Coffey as he'll go to the free throw line for the Wildcats for the first time with 5:32 to play in the fourth quarter. Livingston next will play a week from tonight on December the 9th. Free throw by Coffey is no good. Livingston made their first 6 in a row, made their first 11 in a row from the free throw line. Now they've missed a couple in a row. Coffey to shoot a second as Bilbrey will leave. Carwile will come back in to replace him. Coffey puts this one on the way. It's no good. Rebound Hargis. Hargis now to Carwile. Carwile in the corner, Coffey. Coffey will dribble with the left hand. Coffey gets inside, finds Harris. Open on the right wing. Left-handed three is no good. Rebound Howard for Creekwood. Howard has it knocked away by Harris. Howard gets it back, and he's fouled by Miller. Miller will pick up his fourth. This will put Ryan Howard on the free throw line to shoot 2. Breaking down a little bit now is a lot of free throws here in this fourth quarter. Howard stepping up there for the first time. 2 points in the game for him as he'll shoot 2 here for the Redhawks. Free throws on the way, good. Howard with his third point. Livingston's going to get Tayshawn Hayes into the ballgame for the first time. He'll replace Brody Coffey. Second free throw coming up from Howard. Puts this one on the way and knocks it down. So Howard makes a couple. Inbounds goes to Carwile. Carwile in the backcourt, dribbling against the pressure, will work it across the timeline. Carwile lost it for a moment, saves it to Hayes. Hayes now to Harris. Harris at the half-court circle. Harris will drive. Harris gets inside. A little Euro step in the lane, no good. Hayes will tap the rebound. It's loose inside. Hayes and Edmondson will dive after it. They'll tie it up, and the arrow will give it to Livingston Academy. Wildcats will play it in on the inline in a 65-43 game as Carwile stepping out to throw in with 4:44 to play in the fourth. Carwile to Hargis on the left side. Hargis will drive. Pulls up in the lane. Floater from 14's no good. Rebound taken away by Howard. Howard quickly in the front court. Howard will drive all the way to the rim. Blocked away by Hargis. Taken away by Harris. Now to Miller. Miller will drop it off to Carwile. Carwile's jumper on the right side. Blocked away by Bryant. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Creekwood, as they've got a new player in there diving after it. If he'll turn around where I can see his number, they've got a couple new players in there. Number 24, Adam Barnett, in for the first time as the inbounds goes to Harris. They've got another also. Harris now to Hargis. Hargis up top to Hayes, now to Hargis. His three is good. Wide Hargis, 4 in the quarter. He's got 21 in the game. That's 4 threes for Hargis. The front court with it, Bryant. Bryant to Howard up top. Howard, pull up 2 up top is good. Ryan Howard has 6 for the Redhawks. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Hargis in the front court for Livingston. Hargis to Carwile at the elbow. He'll drive, but what have we got? A foul before the drive. A hold going to be called on Creekwood. It'll go on Maddox Bryant. He'll pick up his first, team's 10th. Carwile to the free throw line to shoot 2. He goes there with 3:47 to play in the fourth. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Livingston going to get Hargis out of the lineup. Miller going to sit down. Peyton Looper will come in. Jake Hughes will come in. Thomason comes back in for Creekwood. I still haven't seen the number of that other player that's checked in for Creekwood. He just hasn't turned yet. Looks like it's DeModest Henderson. Second free throw by Carwile is good for his first point of the night. Inbounds will go to Henderson. Henderson now to Howard to bring it front court. Howard up top at the free throw line to Thomason. Thomason backs it back out now to Barnett. Back to Howard. Now Thomason to Barnett on the right wing. Barnett top of the key. He'll drive. Goes to Thomason. Right side three ball is no good. Rebound to Edmondson, back up and in. Eli Edmondson has 8. Carwile now to Looper. Looper back to Carwile. To Hughes underneath. Hughes will drive, layup no good. Charge called. Henderson taking the charge from Jake Hughes, and Jake will pick up his first foul. 3:19 to play in the fourth. Livingston going to go to 5-0 before their matchup with Smith County. Howard will bring it front court. Howard around the screen. Back to Thomason. Goes off his hands and out of bounds, though. Touch last by Creekwood. It will go to Livingston Academy. Inbounds goes to Carwile. Carwile has it knocked away. Got it back. Carwile then dribbled it off his foot. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Creekwood. Creekwood gets number 20. Dale Underwood into the ball game for the first time. He'll replace Thomason. Inbounds goes to Howard. Howard will bring it front court. Howard out top. Left side now to Barnett. Barnett to Underwood. Back to Barnett. Goes behind the back. Gets inside. Shot blocked by Hayes. Taken away by Carwile. Carwile to Hayes running. Hayes to the rim. Layup good. Tayshawn Hayes. Tayshawn with his first 2. Wildcats lead at 71-47. Howard the other way. Jumper no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up and in. And he's got a chance at a 3-point play. Foul going to go on Tayshawn Hayes. He'll pick up his first. Ryan Howard at the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point opportunity. Free throw by Howard is no good. Carwile with the rebound. Carwile controlling it for Livingston. Wildcats have gotten number 25, Adrian Jenkins, into the ball game. And a charge going to be called on Tayshawn Hayes. Or is it a block? What's a block on Creekwood? Henderson will pick it up. He'll pick up his first. Going to move the students back off the floor. They've gotten a little too close there. Jake Hughes going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw by Hughes is no good. The Pigpen's been alive tonight as they have been a factor in this one. Second free throw from Hughes. That one's rolling no good. Rebound Henderson. Henderson now to Edmondson. Across the timeline, Howard. His pull-up jumper from 17's no good. Howard gets his own rebound. Howard goes right side to Edmondson. His 3 in the air is no good. Henderson with the rebound, knocked away. Howard will get back to it. Back to Edmondson. He'll fake. He'll drive. Little scoop layup underneath. Good. Eli Edmondson. 8 in the game for Edmondson. Carwile in the front court. To Jenkins left side. His 3 blocked away by Howard, but blocked out of bounds by Howard. Touch last by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston as Looper will play the ball in to Hayes. Hayes dribbling with the left hand. Works it on the baseline. Shot blocked by Henderson. Taken away by Henderson. Henderson now to Howard. Howard in the front court to Barnett. Barnett looking to drive. Splits the double team. Back out to Howard. Howard gets to the rim. His layup good. Ryan Howard. Howard into double figures. He's got 8 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Hughes picks up the dribble. Now to Hayes. Hayes will hand off to Carwile. 1:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Carwile lost it, got it back, had it knocked away again, recovered again. Carwile will drive, gets to the free throw line, backs it back out to Looper. Looper now to Jenkins. Jenkins right side, Hughes. Hughes back to Jenkins. Up top they go to Looper. Looper back right side to Jenkins. Jenkins in the corner now, Looper. Looper will drive, pass kicked away by Creekwood. It will stay with Livingston Academy. Wildcats will play it in on the end line. Before they do, though, Grayson Walker will check back in. 58 seconds to play. Livingston going to 5-0. Creekwood going to drop to 2-5. Hughes will lob it to Jenkins. Jenkins pass knocked away, but Carwile gets to it. Carwile on the right side. Will go to Hughes. Hughes works his way inside the arc. Now backs it back out. Hughes back to Hayes in the corner. Hayes up top they go to Looper. Through his hands. He'll save it to Jenkins with 38 seconds to play. Back to Carwile. Carwile gets inside, pulls up in the lane, walked with the basketball. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Creekwood, but only 32 seconds to play. And the Wildcats going to 5-0. Underwood brings it front court to Barnett. Up top now to Edmondson. Down low Henderson. His layup's no good, but he's fouled by Carwile. Carwile will pick up his first. Double bonus here for DeMattis Henderson. Henderson going to the line to shoot 2. 19 seconds to play. Free throw by Henderson is good. His first point of the night. Creekwood has had 9 players score. Livingston's had 9 players score. Second free throw by Henderson. Line drive, got it to go. He's got 2. Inbounds goes to Carwile. Carwile will bring it front court to Hughes. Hughes holding the basketball there to Carwile with 9 seconds. Carwile has it knocked away. Carwile keeps the dribble, steps around the Hughes screen. Ball knocked away from Hughes. It's loose, and the game will end right there. Your final score, Livingston Academy 71, Creekwood 55. Check the scoring in this one. Let's just go down the line here. As for Creekwood, Alex Bradshaw ends up with 3 points. 5 points in the game for Gregory Fort. 11 points scored tonight by Carter Thomason. 10 points in the game for Ryan Howard. 7 points scored tonight by Maddox Bryant. 2 points in the game for Clint Morgan. 5 points scored tonight by Grayson Walker. 2 in the game for DeMattis Henderson. It was 10 points scored tonight by Eli Edmondson to give them their total of 55. For Livingston, 1 point scored tonight by Rocco Carwile. 3 in the game for Brody Coffey. 21 tonight for Wyatt Hargis. 6 points in the game for Cole Harris. 9 points scored tonight by Daniel Bilbrey. 14 in the game for Tucker Miller. 2 in the game for Tayshawn Hayes. 11 points tonight for Easton Goodpasture. And 4 in the game for Isaac Story to give Livingston their total of 71. Livingston wins it to go to 5-0. Creekwood will drop to 2-5. In the girls' game, Livingston beat Creekwood 51-35. The Lady Wildcats go to 6-1. Creekwood drops to 6-1 in the girls' game. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. That's going to wrap it up from here at Livingston Academy. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night, everyone.